How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and happy holidays! Today, we have a pretty chill video. We're going to be doing what I'm calling the Red Zone Rogue Holiday Hangout. By the way, this card is the Red Zone Rogue Patron Reward for December. Yeah, it's really cute. And it's one of our, classic holiday artworks that we did a couple years ago. But anyway, so what are we doing today? Well, I am a little bit under the weather, if you didn't know, if you don't follow my socials or anything like that. I've been sick for like the past week or so, which is why I haven't done a lot of content. And so I figured, it's also why I'm not physically in the video other than my hands, bringing it back to the old 2006 era Red Zone Rogue. But we're going to just be kind of hanging out and doing some stuff with every card game that I cover. We're going to be fiddling around with Gundam, Shadowverse Evolve, a bunch of sorcery stuff. We're going to open up some old dead card game stuff. I have some Wyvern that we're going to open up. Well, I have a lot of Wyvern, but I'll show you when the time comes. And this is stuff that I was just going to do off camera. And I was like, you know what, we can make this into a chill holiday video. If you don't celebrate, or if you are have some downtime for the holidays, maybe this will keep you entertained for an hour or so, however long this is going to end up being. So without further ado, let's do the first thing, which is going to be Shadowverse Evolve. So I recently picked up some Shadowverse Evolve singles. I picked up 3 Great Pick Corpses for my Abyss deck, and then I got this promo Mecha Wing Angel for my Machina Glory Finder deck that I still need to put together, but I've been brewing around with it. So we're gonna put these in my deck. This is gonna be the vibe of the video today. It's gonna be a lot of just like, hey, we're gonna be putting stuff in decks or binders or collections or just talking about card games. Like I said, it's kind of like a chill hangout type of video. If you're curious what this playmat is, old playmat that I've had for a while from Art House Syndicate. And it's art by Daria Klebnikova, who's an artist that's done stuff for games like Flesh and Blood, but also Magic the Gathering and some other stuff. And it looks like a pretty somber art, but it feels kind of holiday themed to me. I don't know, maybe I just have a dark inclination like that. But yeah, look at this Great Pick Corpse. Look how cute this is. It's really nice. It's been kind of a pain in the butt for me to get, actually, just because the first eBay or the first TCG player seller I bought from just didn't send them to me, and I had to get a refund. So yeah, here's my Abyss deck. Now this deck is not updated with the latest stuff. I still need to get around to updating it, but part of that is going to be, if you want to take a look at the deck, it's pretty cool. I really like this deck. It's still super viable in the current meta, but I do need to update it quite a bit. So let's just go ahead. Oh yeah, I got my ultimate rare Zelganeas. Yeah. We have the alternate art Kawi from the Seaside Memory set. Spicy. Alright, here's the Great Pick Corpses. We're gonna replace these jabronis with these lovely departed ladies. By the way, this is a double sleeve deck. Big shout out to Dragon Shield, who are regular sponsor of the channel, or I guess I should say supporter. They've never actually paid directly for a video, but they have sent me a lot of product to check out, and we have our affiliate link and code in the comment or in the description, like Rogue5 for 5% off any of your Dragon Shield orders on dragonshield.com. And that's how we get all of our custom Red Zone Rogue sleeves and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah. That looks good. Looks good. I will be using the Great Pick Corpse in the updated version of this deck as well. So, but I think I'm only running 2 in the updated version. Maybe I'll fit a room for a third just because I just like the promo art on this. So good. The Shadowverse Evolve section of this is going to be pretty small. I need to put these somewhere. Just put them off camera. And I don't really have anything Grand Archive related. I'm going to be doing a lot of Grand Archive videos very shortly, but for this I just don't have any Grand Archive things to do. I don't know. So Great Pick Corpse, slap it on in. There we go. Got our deck semi updated. Skeleton Dreamer. Yeah, I have all the cards for the I have all the cards for the updated version of this. I just need to get around to actually doing it. And that's partially what we're doing today for some stuff. We are going to be, like I said, doing some Gundam stuff. A lot of Shadowverse. And I did kind of want to show this off before we move on. This is my updated Uma Musume deck. So I did update my Uma deck. This is the 7 more centimeters deck. And I think it's actually like really good. It's one of the best decks in Shadowverse Evolve right now. I have my 3 Grand Chevals. I'm not gonna go super deep into this. Here's my carrots, but it's a cool deck. This one uses some of the cards that you might have used in the previous Uma deck, like Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka, but a bunch of new ones like Air Shakur, like a lot of new ones. Actually, it's like maybe 50-50 old and new cards. We're running Agnes Tachyon again. We have our Cheval Grand Horse, Hishi Miracle. Yeah, it's a cool deck. I dig it. Yeah, we're running 7 more centimeters. The goal of the deck is to get 20 cards in our cemetery, and then we can play stuff like this, which is brutal. It just destroy all enemy followers. You draw 3 cards, and your opponent discards 3. Nasty piece of work there. But yeah, it's a fun little deck, and once again, it lets you run a lot of the old cards. This is one of the best decks in Shadowverse Evolve, by the way. I did Uma sleeve the deck out as well, because of course. I have so many Shadowverse Evolve sleeves. You know, we got to theme everything, including our Narita Taishin leader that we got from the first Uma set. Yeah, one of the best decks in the game right now. It will fall out. At least it fell out in the Japanese meta in a couple sets, but for now, it's pretty good. Alright, so that's that for Shadowverse Evolve. Now, the part of the video where I decide where I'm putting all the stuff that I'm done talking about. Let's do Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam. Gundam Card Game, one of my favorite franchises in history, and just one of my favorite things. I absolutely adore Gundam. The Gundam Card Game has been a huge part of the channel ever since it came out. And why am I showing you these Japanese cards? Well, my lovely, amazing partner, Robin, she knows that I like Gundam, and she bought me some Gundam cards for Christmas. Though she didn't know that the cards were in Japanese, she bought some booster packs, essentially. She got great booster packs. So, yeah. Unfortunately, the cards are in Japanese, so I can't play them in, like, official tournaments. But I figured, you know what? I could use them as, like, proxies, essentially. Official proxies, just can't use them in official tournaments. What I opened in 3 packs is I opened a Barbatos LR, which is actually pretty good. I needed another one. I only had 3. And then there's this Age Device alternate art, which is pretty cool. And then I also got a Gundam Mark II and a Japanese Rick DS. It's kind of cool. So really good pulls for only like 3 packs. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find my Barbatos deck and put this Barbatos in there because I kind of need it. And then I'll probably put this with my rest of my like nice chase pulls. So for Gundam, I have a lot of Gundam decks. Most of them are in like deck boxes for other games because they just haven't produced a lot. This deck, by the way, is the red-green Wing Xeon deck tech that I recently did. Pretty good. And then I just have a crap load of other Gundam decks. Dude, I have so many Gundam Card Game decks. These, once again, all Gundam decks. This one is my X Reanimator. We have a video on that. This one is Ayug. Could have a video on this if you'd like. Let me know. This one is Gatlerhorn, which we have a video on. So if you'd like me to do an Ayug list, let me know. Or Ayug deck video. I probably will at some point. Set 3 is getting some support, so. And I like the deck. I think it's kind of cool. And we already showed off this one. I think it actually might be in here. So this is the one. This is the one where I keep like. I think I have my Wing Zero deck and another deck in here. Let's take a look. Okay. So let me pull this out. These are some meta decks that I don't really play all that often because I just enjoy playing off meta decks. But I do have the meta decks built so I can play them and, you know, play test them if a friend's like, yo, I want to play that. Yeah, I mean, like, I got it, man. So this one is 1 Year War. This is blue-green. It's just a, you know, blue-green meta deck. Yep, that's that. I find it kind of boring, so I don't really play it all that often. And then the other deck in here, oh yeah, it is Wing Zero. Yep, here's the Wing Zero deck. Similarly, just a Wing Zero meta deck. I don't find it super interesting, though I am running the Police Zocco in here because I don't have any more Zawarts, and I'm like, yeah, it's actually not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, that's Wing Zero. Also kind of boring. That makes sense. I put the decks I don't play with very much in here just because they're a little bit more difficult to get out. Because the other ones have their own deck boxes in another box. So there's that. And I have a deck in here, but I don't remember. Oh, this is my clan deck. Yeah. Okay. I remember. Yeah, my clan deck is in here. If you'd like to see a video on the clan deck, let me know. My hot take for the clan deck is not enough people are running the Gaia's Ricdom. Everyone's like, there's no 2-drops. Well, there's technically one 2-drop. It's this one. It's not the best, but it's fine. It's a level 2 2-cost 2/2 that has activate support, but it does have the clan trait. So it is a level 2 with the clan trait. So yeah, anyway, let me know if you'd like to see the clan deck. So the Barbatos deck must be... move all this stuff around. I don't have enough space on the table here. Oh, you can even see. Okay, that's a little bit of angle. We can fix that. All right, now this is where I keep my favorite decks. If I had room in this, I would put that red-green deck in here because I've been playing that deck a lot. So yeah, these are my favorite Gundam decks. I think this one is the Barbatos. Yeah, this is the Barbatos deck. And then the other ones in here, I think we've done a video on all of these. So this one is the red-white with Cubile and all that good stuff. This one is my favorite deck, blue-red. And then this one is the one that we just did a video on. Or maybe the second to last one that we've done a video on. This is the Epion list with a sick deck box, dude. Look at this. So good. Cool. So now we've found the deck. I actually don't know what card I'm cutting out for the Barbatos. So yeah, we do have this Barbatos. And like I said, I only own 3... Like, I only pulled 3 Barbatos. Well, technically not true. I opened 4 Barbatos because I did open the alternate art one, but I sold that one to my nephew who is trying to fully bling out his Barbatos deck. He runs a he runs a purple-white version. I also need another Gujin Rebake as well. So there's cards from set 2 that I still need to pick up copies for. I haven't done a deck tech on this video yet either, so if you'd like to see one of this one, also let me know. What do we want to take out? Yeah, so here's my three English Barbatos. We have the Ryuze Go Grace. Oh, you know, I might take out one of these. We're definitely leaving in the level 2s. This is a very, like, aggressive deck. Although we could cut one of these jabronis, like a Hyzak, Mikazuki. We got Amuro. This is like Amuro Mikazuki deck. Got my 2 alternate show resolves in here. Fatal Strike. I actually might put another Fatal Strike in this deck. I was very much considering it. I think Fatal Strike's super, super good. My instinct is to cut... You know what? We're just gonna cut we'll just cut a Hyzak for now. Maybe I want more of these little jabronis, but the more I play Gundam, the more I just don't like the dudes that don't do anything. Like the level 2 1-cost 2/2s are just like so boring to me, so there we go. Put the Japanese one in. Once again, you're not allowed to play this in official tournaments, so if I wanted to play this deck in an official tournament, I would need to find an English copy, but this is just think of it like an official proxy. Cool. I'm happy with that. We still got a crap load of level 1 2-drops, like, so yeah. Cool. What most people would probably cut, by the way, if you're like, oh, what's a realistic card? I don't know. They probably cut like one of the level 6s or something, but I like them. So, and I actually really like this Gundam. I think this Gundam's cracked. Super, super underrated. I get to draw a card off of that thing more often than not. I'll just set these over here. Cool. So we got the Gundam deck all situated. Oh yeah, this one has the plus and some other promo resources. I thought about buying a full set of these ones. Like the Japanese ones like aren't too bad. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I might splurge and get a full set of these. They look so good. And you can use the Japanese resources in English decks in English tournaments. So I don't know. That's something that I've been considering. to kind of splurge a little bit. But I really like in my favorite deck, I have my favorite ones, which are my the Char resources, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to splurge anymore. I already have like a really nice set of resources for most of my decks, right? Because this one has these, but more importantly, it's got my set of 10 Char resources. That's the real that's the real treasure. All right. Well, the only downside of having these double sleeved, the deck gets kind of big, especially if you run it with like tokens and stuff. So we need to. All right, hold on. It's awkward because there's like not enough space to just flatten the deck out. Here we go. All right, there we go. Mission accomplished. Cool. All right, so that's Gundam. Let's do some. Ooh, not in focus. There we go. Let's do some sorcery next. I have a bunch of stuff for sorcery, a deck that I've been building, collection, and then I want to do some Wyvern. I want to open up some Wyvern. Just kind of as a little treat to myself for the year. We have a lot of Wyvern to show off, but we're only going to open up some of it. So put the Gundam stuff down, and then I need to put. Can I reach it from here? Maybe. Hold on. You know what? I might as well do it on screen because, like I said, this is everything that I would do anyway. All right, so this is where I keep my chase cards for Gundam. Here's all my chase cards. Probably mostly in Grand Archive sleeves. All right, so we will add this, even though it's in Japanese. We'll add this to my collection of alternate arts that I'm not using. I have a bunch of alternate arts in, not a ton, but I have some in here. Really like the alternate art Momentary Respite. So yeah, we'll just add this to the pile. We have some foil resources that I'm not using, and some other foil starter deck cards, and then there's a bunch of promos. My girl Sailor Mass, and then we get to all my extra LRs, which I have a bunch. I have a bunch of extra LRs. Some of them are, I'm not using, so I have a bunch of these unicorns that I'm not using. But yeah, this is where I keep all of my extra LRs for Gundam right now. I'll probably eventually get a nice binder, extra Cubile. I'll probably get a nice binder and put all of these in a binder. But for now, they're just living another Wing Zero. Yeah, they're just living in the one of my extra beta boxes. Freedom Gundam. I remember when this card was like 20 or 30 bucks. Crazy. I also remember this card was like $1. It might be $1 still, but I have noticed people have been using it a lot more, which is funny because everyone thought it was like the worst LR from the set, and I was like, I was one of the few defenders. I was one of the few believers. I think it's a decent card. It's not like cracked or anything, but it's a fun card. All right, we'll set all the other stuff aside, and now let's get some sorcery. All right, now for sorcery, we have a bunch of stuff. We're gonna cap it off by opening this Arthurian Legends booster box. This is my last booster box from a case that I bought for myself, just to open like a little holiday gift to myself, and also to start my Arthurian Legends collection. And then we have some cards we're gonna put into some binders. We'll do that before I do this. And yeah, we're gonna chain sorcery into Wyvern, which I think is very, very fitting. A game from like 1995, a game from 2025. So let's kind of do some stuff. So it's gonna involve getting binders out. So this box here, this is where I've been keeping all of my Gothic and Arthurian Legends stuff. This is just a deck box that I picked up in Japan, which is really funny because this art has been licensed by Dragon Shield now, and I think Dragon Shield uses this, but I actually got this one while I was in Tokyo. I got it from Haruya, I think. The Haruya, specifically in Shinjuku, actually. It was right across the street from one of the hotels that I stayed at. So yeah, anyway, here is all of my Gothic uniques that aren't being used currently. I have 3 foil uniques. Absolutely Beautiful cards, man. These look so good. Especially this Purgatory of the Fire. Oh, yeah, these are quite valuable. I think they're over $100 a pop. And I am looking to sell these ones. My goal is with Sorcery is to have a full set of everything. Like a play set of everything. So foils for me aren't that big of a deal. Though I do really like foil avatars. So yeah, these are my Gothic pulls that I've... or my Gothic uniques that I've opened so far that I'm not using in a deck. Key to the City is a really nice one. Tabula Rasa is another really cool one because this is a reference to Path of Exile, which is what the creator of this game also created. Eric Olafsson was one of the creators of Path of Exile. So yeah. Anyway, these are my uniques. I do have some extra uniques that I'll be looking to sell or trade to help fill out my collection, because this set has over 400 cards in it, and there's like 100 uniques, and I think I have like 30 or 40 uniques total. So I got a lot of way to go. I'm probably gonna buy another case of Gothic, and then after that just buy the singles. Posture's really cool. Realm Eater's really cool too, and Duplicator. So I got most of the avatars, like the unique avatars, and then I have some other avatars. So that's Gothic. We're not going to be doing anything with these right now. Oh, that's actually I could say. So we're going to show off some binders, and the binders are all like themed for Sorcery. So here we have this binder. This is a binder that has like the Atlas artwork. This is what I use for all of my extra cards. So all my extra uniques, extra foils, promos. This is basically my trade binder, and it's really cool because Sorcery has basically motivated me to treat trading card games like I did in the 90s, which is kind of crazy. So I actually have a trade binder for this because it's a game where you can't just like buy cases and get everything, but in a more fun way, if that makes sense. So the sets are so big that it's just impossible to do that. And so it really encourages like trading and that kind of stuff, which is great. And the community is really receptive to that kind of thing, which I think is great. Here is my Arthurian Legends binder. Guess we'll swap them out. Whoop. As I knock over my cards, I'll pick them up in a minute. So we have the Arthurian Legends binder. This binder is currently empty. I'm working to do my full set of Arthurian Legends. And so after we open up the booster box, in my own time, I'm gonna be like, figuring out what I need next after the one case. And then we finally have my Alpha binder. Now this binder I've had since Sorcery Alpha. You can tell it's an Alpha binder because it has Alpha on here. There's another version of this binder that, here I'll move the cards actually, that has the beta symbol on the end. That's the only difference. One has Alpha, one has beta. This is my this is a complete collection of Alpha Beta. And I say Alpha Beta because I was missing like 20 Alpha uniques, and I just got the beta versions for the most part. So this is mostly all Alpha cards, but there's a couple beta cards, like the Pathfinder here's beta, everything else here is Alpha. For here, the spots that are blank, these are cards that are actually in my deck. I don't have multiple copies of them. So this is my current Sorcery deck. It is a Necromancer deck. I'm going to do a whole video on this eventually, so I'm not going to show you the whole deck here, but I do have a bunch of uniques from my Alpha collection in here, like the Pnakotic Script, the Brows, Highland Priestess, and then my Philosopher's Stone, and then these cores here, which these would go right here, and then the script goes right here. So I do have a full set of Alpha Beta, like I said, but I'm using some of the cards from it, as you can see. But we're gonna do a whole video on this deck eventually. It is a cool Necromancer deck. Wow, this deck is so cool. I've only played with it a couple times, but I really love it. And I'm missing one card. I bought one card off of TCG Player from Gothic called Eclipse. That's coming in the mail. So I'll do a full deck tech when I get that. But yeah, this is my Alpha set. Like I said, almost all these are Alpha cards, with a couple exceptions. These are just non-foil versions. Some of the biggest regrets I actually have in Sorcery is selling my Frank Frazetta Alpha uniques, because now they're really expensive. They're like $200 each, and I don't have the budget for that, man. When I'm buying cases, trying to fill out my Arthurian Legends stuff, I could put the money to do that instead of buying like these, which would be like $600 to buy the ones that I'm missing. Because it's all of them. Death Dealer, Courtesan Tai, and then also Ruler of Thule. I did have versions of them before, but I sold them, and I do kind of regret that. Same with, I had almost all alpha versions of the cores, and I sold those too, which I also regret. But I have since replaced them, but still, I do regret selling some, I regret selling them to the point that I have 0. I don't regret selling the duplicates, for sure. But, yeah, this is great, and I absolutely love Sorcery, and I've kept, like I said, my collection. I did sell some of the high-end stuff early, but most of this, yeah, it's just all alpha, including some promos, like the Frazetta Occult Ritual promo, which is pretty cool. So I do have this one. But all the ones that came in the booster set, unfortunately, I do not. And so, yeah, this is kind of the alpha binder. The way I organized this, by the way, is I did it by element. So these are avatars. Avatars don't have any elements, so they have their own page. And then I did no element cards. So these are like, items, relics, that kind of stuff. And then we move on to our elements. And then for each individual categories, I did it by rarity. So here we have the start of fire, and then we have uniques. So we have the fire uniques first, and then we go to elites, and then we go to exceptionals, and then we go to ordinaries. And that's how I've kind of like organized these, because the Sorcery doesn't have collector numbers on the cards, which I normally would sort by collector number, but they don't have collector numbers. So that's how I've decided to do my Sorcery collection, by elements and then by rarities. For sites, I count sites as their own type. So sites just have their own type. So these aren't sorted by element for sites, but they are still sorted by rarity. So we have like uniques. These are all the unique sites. More unique sites into the elites, and then into the exceptionals, ordinaries. And at the final bit, I have some promos exclusive to alpha. So I have like this Death's Door promo that I got from my Kickstarter pledge. Very, very cool. Actually, that should go into my deck. And you know what? We're gonna do that right now. This is really cool. And the whole reason I like Sorcery at all is not for collecting. I like collecting Sorcery. I think it's fun. But it's actually for playing. So this is gonna go into my... this will go into here. Into my deck. And then we have Dragon Lord. So I have a full set of Dragon Lord that I bought, just the singles, basically. Someone was selling a full set with the box, but with no foil in it for like $60 or whatever, and I scooped it up. So just to have it. And I couldn't find another place to put Dragon Lord, so I figured I'd put it here. It probably better deserves to go in the Arthurian Legends binder, but yeah, it is what it is. So what we're going to actually do here is nothing with this, because this is basically complete with the exception of the cards in my deck. But what we are going to do is we're going to put some stuff into Zitre Bander. So here's the Gothic cards. The Gothic cards are going to go back in here. But I still need to pick up the foils that I dropped onto the floor. The Gothic cards are going to go back into here. And then we also have these Arthurian Legends cards. So these are the Arthurian Legends cards that I've opened in 6 boxes. 5 from my case, 1 from just a loose box. Our pulls have been really good. So we got this foil Caerleon Upton Usk, which is like a $120 foil unique. We got a foil Questing Beast, also a really valuable card. And then a foil Archimago, which is really nice. And then for the regular uniques, we got some really nice stuff like Morgan Le Fay, or Morgana Le Fay. We got Witch, which is one of my favorite avatars, so really happy to get that to play with. I would have rather had a foil Witch than a Archimago, even though this one is like one of the best avatars in the game. We got Mesmerism, another really good unique. Queen Guinevere. Here's some of the actual unique knights. Most of the unique ones that say that they're unique from the set aren't actually unique in rarity, just in like gameplay. Got Excalibur, Merlin's Staff, 2 of this thing. We got some of the other tri-sites, which is great, including we got Boudica, which is one of the most expensive unique units in the game, and we also got Glastonbury Tor. Those are both in my deck. So got some nice stuff. Got Avalon, oh, beautiful. Merlin's Tower. We got some cool stuff here. So I'm actually hoping to get the ring in this booster box. So fingers crossed we'll be opening that up. And then these are the foils. Now I'm not going to be doing anything with these yet. I will likely be selling these 2 foil uniques, by the way. Once again, I'm trying to get a full set. So for foils don't appeal to me quite as much. I'd rather use that money to finish my sets. So yeah, I'll likely be selling those to fund more stuff, either singles or pack openings. But here is my trade binder, essentially. So my trade binder is a little bit more disorganized because I'm trying to organize it by edition, but it's difficult unless you have a trade binder for every edition. So these are alpha cards. So these are all like Alpha Seers, Alpha Enchantress, and Alpha Uniques. So like Gilded Aegis, I have a lot of these. So yeah, these are literally all Alpha Uniques that I have extras of. Because I open up a lot of Alpha. And I got so many Uniques, man. If I didn't get so many Uniques, I could have gotten a full set. If I didn't get so many duplicates, I could have gotten a full set of Uniques. So yeah, these are all my Alpha Unique dupes. Here's my Alpha Foils. I have sold or traded all of the Elites and Uniques. But I still have some exceptionals here. Some kind of fun cards like the Boulder and the Bullfrog. Yeah, so these are all Alpha Foils. Now we have Beta. And so now these are my extra Beta avatars and Beta Uniques. So as you can see, once again, bunch of extra Beta Uniques. I haven't opened up very much Beta, so not as much. But we do have a Beta Unique foil with the Dome of Osiris here. Or, yeah, Osiris. It's a cool card. Now we have some promos. These are Alpha promos. These are the Alpha Avatars and the Winter Rivers. More Alpha promos, Critical Strike alternate art, Syrian Templar alternate art, and then these are Beta, just other Beta foils. So there's some nice ones in here, like the Observatory, Fireball, the Deed is a really nice one, just because the art's so good. And now we have what we really care about here. I'm going to take these out, actually. These are Arthurian Legends foils. Now, the whole reason we're opening the binder up is we're going to put our Arthurian Legends foils into the binder. The problem is I don't have enough space to put them all because we have a lot of them. So, because we only have one page, because the next page is my Gothic foils, non-unique Gothic foils. Well, the unique Gothic foils are up for sale. These are also up for sale technically, but I just haven't listed them anywhere or anything. Though I should be using some of them. Like I'm using this in a deck. I should swap this. I'll do that later. I'll consider doing that later. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put all of our foils from Arthurian Legends here, and then that extra loose page I'm going to use for additional promos and stuff. So I'll have a loose page in the middle, but we'll just use this for promos. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to give myself a full like buffer page here. So we'll start on this page for these, and I do generally sort them by rarity. So we have exceptional, elite, ordinary, exceptional, elite. Okay, so we have these elites. Cool. And then these are exceptional. And I don't think I got any dupes here. I do kind of want to sort them by element. So I have like sights first and then the other cards. It's a little arbitrary for these. I only got two of these. So what are these? This is what? Earth and air. So we have water, air, and then earth. Technically this isn't like earth because it doesn't have a threshold, but it produces it and the borders in the color, so I'm considering it that. I'm considering that. You might not, but I think that's okay. And then the order of these isn't super relevant to me just because I'm probably gonna, these are like gonna be swapped out a lot. Because like I said, this is my trade binder and whatnot, so. And I do plan on bringing this to, if I attend sorcery events in the future, I do plan on bringing my trade binder. I will not be bringing my collecting binders, because nothing from those are for sale. So, yeah, no reason to bring it. Yeah, I don't do as much bindering as I used to when I was a kid. So for my Magic, I used to binder like all my rares, just like everything. Everything got the binder treatment. Well, no, not commons, but like rares did, and then like good playables did as well. So like all my counter spells, lightning bolts, they all got into the binder. So I've kind of stepped away from that. I do that for games that I collect, and by collect I mean try to get full sets of, and it's pretty rare that I do that. I should start someday a binder for Shadowverse Evolve, because I do have a full set of that entire game at this point. Well, up until the combined sets. I do not have a full set of the combined sets, which is unfortunate. And I probably won't. So yeah, I don't know about Shadowverse Evolve. But for games that are canceled or dead, like Dragoborn, which is one of my favorite games, I have a binder that has one of every single card in that entire game. And then for Wyvern, Wyvern is sad for me because I have 99% of the cards, like one of each, playable, like unique playable cards. I don't have every version because there's like 3 different versions of some cards, because they released like 3 different versions of the core set. They released Premier Limited, Limited, and then Kingdom. And I don't have versions of like all 3 of those for every card, but I do have the ones that are playably unique, because sometimes they actually made changes to the cards. So that's the Sorcery binder. So I got all the foils in here. People in Sorcery love their foils, so I think it's worth it sleeving up and, you know, having all the foils available. Basically, foils and uniques are what folks are looking for. There's some elites out there, but so there's that. Oh, I forgot to say too. I think, dude, I'm sick, man. My brain is so scatterbrained. But for the binders, the reason I'm not really doing anything with Gothic quite yet is because there's no Gothic binder. But Eric, the creator of Sorcery, Eric Olafsson, commented on one of my Facebook posts that they are making a Gothic binder. They're just kind of like finalizing some stuff, and he thinks it's going to be great. And I think all the binders have been fantastic so far, so I cannot wait for the Gothic binder. Obviously, I'm going to buy one. I plan on, you know, once again, full set of everything in Sorcery. This is a game, and I mention this a lot, but a lot of people just don't know, or maybe new to the channel or new to Sorcery, but I pre-alpha playtested this game, so this game, especially this first set, is pretty cool. It's a game that my partner and I playtested a little bit, not a ton. I mean, we playtested it for a few weeks, so we didn't have like a huge impact or anything, but I did give like a couple pages of input, like written input to Eric, and he sent me some stuff. I don't know. It's cool. I really like the game, and it really feels to me, like I said, like these old 90s games. So what we're going to do to cap off the video is we're going to open up this box of Sorcery Arthurian Legends, and then we're going to open up some Wyvern, because let me show you the Wyvern, get you tantalized. So I have this box of Premier Limited Edition Wyvern. I have this box of Kingdom, and then I actually have 2 starter deck bricks. I have this limited edition starter deck brick, and then I have this limited edition starter deck brick, and we're gonna open up this one. I'm not gonna open up the booster boxes. This way I still have these in my collection. Kingdom box, Premier limited, a starter brick, but this is like an extra limited starter brick, and I kind of, like I said, I've been sick the past week or so. This year has been a little rough health-wise for me, and I just kind of wanted to treat myself with something that I already had. So we're gonna open not all of the decks up, but a couple of them in here. You know, like I said, we're gonna open up something from 1995 and something from 2000. Well, actually, this is 2024, but you know what I mean. So yeah, let's. I'm actually gonna get a little bit of a manual zoom here, because we no longer need the full breadth, and we're gonna open up this box of sorcery. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break first, though. I need to go get a drink or something, and then we'll start. All right, I am back. We also have a box cutter, and as I open this up, I just want to say, hey, you know what? Thank you for being here today, for watching this, whether you're watching this when the video comes out, or if you're watching this in the future. I really appreciate you for being here and supporting the channel. And yeah, I don't want to get too sappy about it, but it really does mean a lot. TCGs are quite literally my life. They're my favorite things in the world, other than my family, my amazing partner, and my dog. So this is like joy for me, right? And that's for all the games that I talked about today. And once again, I didn't talk about Grand Archive today because I didn't have any Grand Archive stuff, but I genuinely love Grand Archive as well. So we'll be doing a lot more Grand Archive stuff in the future, but yeah, this is my happy place. So kind of needed this right now. So yeah, let's open up this box of Arthurian Legends. We do have our box topper here, and that has the Templar and some tokens and the Holy Grail, like not checklist, but it's like an artist list card. Yeah, we'll set this aside. We're not going to be dealing much with that, and we're going to be doing this. The box here is so nice looking, dude. Beautiful, absolutely beautifully made product. There's a Holy Grail again. So there's some cool cards we're hoping to get. I mean, Holy Grail will be nice, but the big ones we're looking for are the ring. Oh, I didn't have something to put the wrappers in. But I'm just going on the floor for now. So for the packs, the first 3 cards are exceptional. So these are like your uncommons: Fire Breathing, Degradation, and then we have this Beacon. The next card is going to be an elite or higher. So this is going to be a rare or unique. Here's Grand Old Boar. And then after that, we have some ordinaries. If we had a foil, I don't remember what the foil is. It's like in this batch somewhere. And these are ordinaries. They're basically our common cards. There are some that we definitely want to check out. All the squires, we want to make sure they don't have anything weird about them, because they could be a super chase hit that's extremely valuable. We're going to put the uniques up, or the elites up here and the uniques here. There are uniques that are technically elite rarity, and that's most of the Knights of the Round Table. There are some that are actually uniques, and I think I remember what they are, but we'll find out. Burn Patch. Ooh, Wyvern. Yo, nice that we opened up the Wyvern card in the video. We're going to open up some Wyvern. And then we have Sir Tristan. So this is a card that is labeled as a unique, a dashing mortal of unique charisma, but it is in fact a elite in terms of rarity. So that one's going to go up here. And then we'll just check out, oh man, the art's so good in this game. We'll check out these cards, see if there's anything weird with the squires, and then move on. This is my 7th box of Arthurian Legends. So now I've opened up as much Arthurian Legends and Gothic. Koi Nixie. We have Town, Pukas, Sir Tom Thumb. This is another one of the uniques that's not really a unique. Kind of a cool little card, though. I do want to build a Knights deck. Well, it kind of started out as me wanting to build an Angel deck, because there's a bunch of cool Angel cards in Gothic. But it turns out there's not really enough Angel cards to make a full Angel deck, even going like 4 elements. So I figured Knights kind of fit the bill a little bit, and they like being, got a full here, and they like being 4 elements. So building like an Elementalist Knights style deck. Kingswood Poachers. Raiders, Sir Peleus. This is another unique that's not a unique. Cool art. And then we have a foil, Saracen Raiders. This is a foil exceptional. And of course all the foils have the full art on the back. We'll put the foils here. We should end up with a couple foils. Oh, the charge art looks so good. We should end up with a couple foils from the box. It looks like I probably need to change my battery. In fact, I need to buy new batteries for my DSLR. They don't last quite as long. After 10 years, you know, they're wearing thin. Cold Iron Rod. Ooh, Black Knight. Very cool. Ball Lightning. What's interesting about the Ball Lightning is this is a card that was actually in the playtest, the alpha playtest that I was doing that didn't get released until Arthurian Legends, which is kind of cool. So I actually play tested a version of this card pre-alpha, right, before Kickstarter. So it's kind of funny to see it pop up here, which is cool. Yeah, there's a couple cards kind of like that I've noticed. There's a unique in Gothic as well. It's the book in Gothic. It was originally called Book of Kells, and then they changed the name. But yeah, it's like a holy scripture or something like that. We have got another foil in here. We have Red Cap, Blue Knight. We have the Pebbled Paths, and then our elite is the Golden Harp. This is one of the foils that we had before. And we have a foil Shellycoat. I think it's my second foil Shellycoat. Cool. Hamlet. Do have a foil. Did get a foil Hamlet before. Yeah, so like, I'm kind of glancing at these quickly. I'm not going to really explain all of them, but what I'm looking for is the text box being weird. So the Curio version of the Weightless Squire, the text box is like, the Airborne Lance is like up higher because it's floating. And yeah, that just having that difference makes the card extremely valuable because they're really, really rare. How valuable? I don't know. I didn't look at prices. Oh, it's one of my favorite arts in the set, dude. Having the original painting for this would be rad as hell. Tournament Grounds. That looks so good. I think it's one of my favorite arts in the set. Oh, okay. This is not the ring. That's like 150 bucks, but still one that I very much wanted. The Amulet of Ninian. This is a sweet card. First of all, it looks beautiful, but also really cool effect. It's just a 1-cost unique relic of Wizardly Ward. Bearer can't be targeted or damaged by magic. This card is super sweet. Very happy to get that one. That is one of the ones that I... Ooh, Squeakers! That was one of the ones that I definitely wanted to get. So, happy to get that. I like Squeakers. They're cute. Cute as hell. I am a... I don't want to say animal guy, because maybe that sounds weird. But I like animals, you know? Dogs, cats. Mostly dogs, but I like cats too. Sword and Shield. This is a cool card. I used to work in the pet industry. Cast into Exile. I like healthy pet industry. Tooth Fairies. Ooh, Sealy Court. It's a nice elite. And then we have... Oh! Another foil unique. Let's go, dude. This is like my, what, 3rd or 4th foil unique from Arthurian Legends. Nice. This one's the 9th Legion. Not one of the super valuable ones. And it has kind of a weird little dot on it right there. Oh, yeah. You see it on the back. It's just surface damage. Elite foil. Or unique foil. But this one is one that I actually considered running in my Necromancer deck because of their spirits. And I was like, I don't have anything that cares about spirits all that much. I have a couple things. I wish they were undead. If they were undead, they would be slam dunk. It's a 6-cost, 6 power, a unique formation of spirits unsettled. They have Void Walk, must be cast to a corner, but when they die, they come back to your hand. And so that's kind of why I wanted to use them, because I had a bunch of effects that cared about... Squeakers! Cared about killing my own stuff and having them come back to my hand. So, I thought they'd be good, but yeah. Great box so far. Let me change the battery. I'm afraid it's going to die while we're opening. Okay, battery replaced. Let's continue on. So we should end up, by the way, with like not very many uniques. That's one of the big downsides of this set. There's a couple. One, the set is half the size of Gothic. It's ooh, got another foil. It's 220 cards as opposed to 440 cards. Oh, this is another really nice hit. Oh, this box is great. Fields of Camion, a unique site where fates are sealed. So it produces fire, and if you have 3 fire threshold Genesis, when you play it, each player chooses one of their minions, kill the rest. This is a site that board wipes, basically. Super cool card. Definitely one that I really wanted to get, and it's kind of expensive too, so really, really happy to get this one. And then our foil is a Scout, Saracen Scout to go with our Saracen Raiders. Yeah, really, really nice unique to get. This is a great box so far. I had another box of Arthurian Legends that was an absolute banger. I got the foil Archimago, in the same box that I got the foil. It was our other foil unique. What was it? Oh, the Triland, the foil Triland, which is like $100 and something, which was a nice pull. Other pulls that we'd like to get, other than the ring, the Morrigan's ring, we also would like to get more tri-lands, essentially. This is a cool one here. Perilous Bridge reminds me of Elden Ring. There we go. Have I been putting these in the right spot? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I've been putting them in the right spot. I think I have. Sick Brain is like, did you put... I think... Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I was just wondering if I put them in the exceptional pile. So anyway, I was saying we should only end up with like maybe 4 or 5 uniques if we're lucky, because most of the uniques are going to be these ones. But they're not really uniques, and so it's actually kind of hard to pull like uniques from this set in general. Big cat. It's actually really big. There's like scale. There's a scale person right here. Look at the little things. This torch. Look at that. The big cat. We have Annual Fair. The Snowball. Giant Snowball. Dame Britomart. Really good card for the Knights deck. Says she's an elite, or a unique. She's really an elite. There's only, like I said, there's only a couple of the Knights that are actually like unique in terms of like rarity, like appearing on the unique sheet in terms of like print numbers and that kind of stuff. And I still need a couple of them actually. Ooh, Sisters of Avalon. I really like this card. When you play it, you get a discard a card and then draw a card. Pretty good. Or discard a spell, draw a spell. Specifically, you can't discard sights. Fire Breathing. We have Babbling Brook. King's Council, cool card. There's a 3-cost draw card for each unique ally. I'll be playing this in my hypothetical Angel Knights deck because we're running a lot of Angels and we're running a lot of Knights that are unique. So that should be like draw a couple cards, assuming we actually have board presence. Attack by Night. We have another one of these beacons. The beacons of Amantul have been lit. Yellow Knight. Love the art in this one here. I really like the Sam McKinnon artwork. It's really, really nice. Ooh, Sir Gawain. This is another one of the Knights that is not actually unique. Great card though for the Knights deck though. He like basically absorbs damage by anything nearby, or that anything of yours that would take damage, he absorbs it, which is pretty cool. The art for this one is also really sweet, dude. The duel. This is another one that I would very much love to have a print or the painting of it. I mean, the painting would be amazing, but a print could be cool too. I should look into that. The artist, I'll check them out. Here's another one of the Sam McKinnon artworks. It's just super good. We have Purple Knight, Giant Killer, and then another grand. It was our second Grand Old Boar. All right, we can make the pig deck, the Squeakers deck, because what they do is I think if the Squeakers die, you can go get the next stage up, and if those ones die, I think you can get the Grand Boar. I don't remember exactly. Hold on. We pulled the pigs earlier. I think we did at least. I've opened up most of my boxes today, so this is literally the 6th box of this. I guess we didn't. This is the 6th box today I've opened, so we'll keep an eye out for it. If we open the pig card, we'll keep an eye out for it. We definitely open up Squeakers. I thought we opened up the exceptional one, but got a little frisky red squirrel, Shatter Strike. This is Funeral Pyre, and then Sir Peleus, another unique that's not really a unique. Got the Lodge. No, keep an eye out for Squeakers as well, even though we've already opened up the Squeakers. I like the Sherwood Huntress artwork too. And as you can see, we only have 2 actual unique pulls. We'll probably get at least 2 more. I think what I've seen is you usually get about 4, maybe 5, if you're lucky. We've got Poachers, Raiders, Degradation. It's kind of a nice removal. And then Helmet. This is like my 4th helmet that I've got. It's a really, really good unique elite card. Oh, Squeakers. Here we go. Squeakers! So Deathrite. Reveal your next 5 spells and summon all pigs of the Sounder from among them onto the site. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So you want pigs of the Sounder, which is the exceptional one. So once we open up that one, we'll take a gounder. Yeah, I do want to make a pigs deck. Maybe make it into like a beast themed deck, something like that. That could be cool. We have Blue Knight, Stone Rain. We have ooh, nice. We have Pebbled Paths. We got MF and Merlin, dude. Look at this. This art is so good. We've got the dragons. Oh, it's so... I love it. Merlin. They are 3 cost, 3 power, 3 wind. A unique mortal of arcane acuity spellcaster. And it says, anytime during your turn, Merlin may look at your next spell and may cast it if it's a magic spell. This card is so good for a deck that just has a bunch of magic spells. Really happy to get Merlin. That's my first Merlin. So all the uniques so far are like bangers. Yeah, pretty happy with this box. I don't think it's the best box I've opened yet, because like I said, I opened up the double banger foil box. But just in terms of like good playables, and I think these are like $20 cards-ish. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. The best way to cap this off is our final unique being the ring. The ring is so expensive, and I want to play it in decks, but it's just like, okay, well here's our unique. This is probably the last one we're getting. The Fairy Queen, 4 cost, 3 power, airborne spellcaster. Nearby allied fairies take no damage from units with 4 or more power. Really cool card. Creepy like eyes on the art, but it's kind of pretty in some ways. I don't know. Yeah, great. These are great pulls. Merlin, Fairy Queen, this battleground thing, and then the amulet. Very nice. Once again, they're not the ring, which is the really expensive card that I was hoping to get, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Can't open up multiple Philosopher's Stones like I did with Alpha. Let's see, Red Cap. We have Cast into Exile, Sword and Shield, Sir Agravain. I have like a million of this guy. I have so many Sir Agravains. Once again, unique, not really unique. Where's our pigs, man? Where's our... I don't know. I don't see our pigs. We have a few more packs left, and then we're gonna open up some Wyvern to kind of cap this off, which will be really interesting. Let's see. We got Fomort. We got a foil? No, not a foil. 2 fairies, Snowball, and Thundering Giant. The charge art looks great too. Yeah, they're all by this guy, Rodney Matthews. Yeah, the dude, art looks great, man. No shot that you're actually watching this video, but if you are, your art looks great. Your art looks great. There have been some sorcery artists who have watched my videos, so there's a non-zero chance, but it's probably pretty close to 0. We have Annual Fair, Whirlwind. Ooh, we have a foil here. It's a 6 cost. Banishment. Ooh, oh, we got another unique. All right. This is a great box for uniques, dude. 5 uniques, and Arthurian Legends is really good. This is a White Heart, 3 cost, 2 power. Other minions and locations nearby can't be attacked. Maybe I will make a beast deck. All right, pretty good. Oh, foil Elite Love Potion. Oh, look at that, dude. That looks so good. And of course the full. Oh, I love it when they put like extra stuff at the bottom. I have noticed that some artists for sorcery specifically leave stuff open because they know of, like, they incorporate it into the painting because they know of how the cards are framed. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Very nice. We still have like a couple more packs left for sorcery. Fun box. I'm glad I saved this one to last. This is definitely one of the better boxes I've gotten. I have opened up some boxes that were like, you know, it could be better. We got Bailey. We got this Well. Poison the Well. Castle Haunt. Ooh, Grim Guisarm. This is my second one. This is a great card in some decks. Bear takes and deals double strike damage. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. You put this in a deck where you have really powerful stuff, especially on your avatar, like your battle mage or something, and then you just deal like a crap load of damage. Like putting this on your avatar make him deal like 6 damage instead because he has 3, and if you pump him up with anything, oh yeah, you can do some good stuff with that. That's all. Obviously, it's double-edged axe. We have Impenetrable Copse, Knighthood, cool card. Fine Courser, and then it's a Cursed Land. This is a Elite. Whenever another site is played nearby, its control loses 2 life. That's kind of cool. Kind of a cool little, maybe like aggro land or something. Aggro site. Just a rock. Let's see. We have one more pack before we move it on to Wyvern. This has already been a great, like, getting 6 uniques in Arthurian Legends is like very good. Very, very good. We have Trollbridge. We have Lava Flow. Verdant. Did we get a foil? We did get a foil here. Got Verdant Knight. And then our last elite is the Horn of Caerleon. Nearby minions have charge. That's pretty cool. And then we have a foil Cast into Exile. Oh, that looks sweet. Shuffle target minion occupying an allied site into its owner's spellbook. Yeet 'em. Nice. Very nice. And then we have... we have a Curio to cap it off. I don't think so. That was a great box, though. We didn't get the ring, which has been the best thing possible. But man, we did get a foil unique, which is good. And the other uniques we got are really solid. We got the Fairy Queen. Merlin is excellent. The Fields of Camion. This is one that I actually wanted to play and buy. And it was like $20 or something. I was like, I'll just wait and see if I open it. Glad I opened it. Whiteheart. And this is another one that I just really wanted. The Amulet of Ninian. I think is a really undervalued card from the set. Just looking at it and looking at what it does and looking at the set in general, I think this card might have intentionally, or maybe they thought it would be one of the big chase cards, and it's not really. It's only like maybe like $20 or something. It's not like 150 like the other ring, but sweet card. So very, very happy that we got that. Yeah, the game is so good. So what I'm going to do in my own time, because it's just not feasible here, and I'm just going to do it downstairs on the couch, but I need to figure out what cards I have from Arthurian Legends and what cards I need to get, and so I can start sleeving up the cards and then binding them to fill out my Arthurian Legends binder. So that's my next step with Arthurian Legends. I might buy some more. I definitely want to get another case of Gothic. I don't know about another case of Arthurian. Maybe. I'm on the fence. And then here's more foils, which is very, very nice. Usually all the foils are available for sale. I might do this one too. I think I have a normal one of these as well. So that is Sorcery. Let's go ahead and crack into a box from 1995. Let's do that. All right, and finally we have Wyvern. This is a sealed starter deck brick of Wyvern from 1995. Yeah, this is one of my favorite games to collect. Like I said earlier, I have a full set of Wyvern, one of every single card, except for 2 cards. I'm missing 2 cards from Chameleon. Maybe I'll get them someday, but it's impossible to find. If you're watching this, by the way, and you have collector number 1 and collector number 70 from Wyvern Chameleon, hit me up. I'd very much like to get them. Anyway, the reason I'm opening this one is because it's like a little bit more banged up than the other one that I have. It's got like a little bit of like, I don't know, like water staining, water damage here. But overall, it's a decently well-preserved box. We don't need a box cutter or anything for this. I've opened up a ton of these and a ton of just Wyvern in general. Back in 2017 to 2019, I was buying these up left and right. You could find these on eBay for like $20. I posted recently in the Rogues Gallery Discord some of the old sales that I bought. And yeah, they were like 20 bucks for this and then other Wyvern, boxes and stuff. Yeah, you're supposed to kind of like pop this out. I don't want to damage it. You're supposed to pop it out and it would sit. Hold on. This thing is old, so there we go. It would sit like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, dude. Yeah, let's open up a couple of these. It's been so long since I've opened up Wyvern product. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. The packs, these inside still like feel like, like brand new. I mean, they are literally brand new. They're unopened. I have actually gotten resealed Wyvern product before. Like I said, I opened up a ton of these. I opened up maybe, I don't know, this is in the 10 to 20 range. I don't know exactly how many I've opened up of these. And then for the booster boxes, same kind of deal. Maybe more than that. But I did open up a booster box that was obviously resealed because someone had written in marker inside of the booster box. I don't know why anyone would reseal Wyvern. Maybe because they were practicing trying to reseal Magic. Because Wyvern, like no one cares. No one cares. Except for me. Like me and like 3 other people care. If you're one of those 3 other people, hey, you're awesome. Because this game is super cool. limited edition Wyvern. This is the second edition that came out for $7.95. Welcome to the Kingdom of Wyvern. I like how they put Kingdom here, and then they released a set eventually called Kingdom, which is a reprint set. This is a reprint set of Premier Limited, but it also has a bunch of extra cards in it, which is pretty sweet. So Premier actually has less cards. And if you're wondering about the famous Magic the Gathering Wyvern printing error, where it has Wyvern card backs, but Magic the Gathering fronts, specifically Fallen Empires, it is not in Limited. It is in specifically Premier Limited Edition starter decks. Only starter decks, only Premier Limited. Here is, oh man, look at this. Look at this, look at this, man. Oh, it's so good. So we should get 2 rares per deck for Wyvern. I think the rares are either at the end of this or right after the deck or the instruction booklet here. And the easiest way to open this I've found is you can just cut into where the rules are, or if you can kind of get a little latch, a little finger under where it like seals. But I think cutting where the rule book is probably the best. So let's go ahead and just kind of cut into that. Make sure you have a sharp knife to do so. And yeah, cutting into the rulebook means you're not going to damage anything else. I mean, it's not like the cards are super valuable or anything. It's not like we're cutting into a box or a starter brick of like, you know, revised Magic or anything like that. But I still treat them with you know, respect. So the first batch of cards, these are uncommons, and you got to smell them. Oh man, that's so good. It has the old Magic smell, because these were printed at the same facility that printed old Magic the Gathering. So we have Ruins, a terrain card. In Wyvern, you have 2 decks. You have like your Wyvern deck, and then your treasure pile deck. And so the Wyvern deck has all of your dragons in it. You can only have 1 of each dragon in your dragon deck. So getting a bunch of different dragons is great. So this is the Midgard Serpent. There's a Hydra. Chen Lung. We have Ilyu Yonkis. It's got like a heart. Leviathan. Vitra. Osiris. We have an Underground Avalanche Terrain. This is just called Bait. Frozen Lake. Mo'o. And Longwong. Yeah, those are all uncommons. And so the 2 cards after the starter should be the rares. Yeah, okay, so our rares are Help from Beyond and, oh god, Ravens. So, the story with Ravens. We'll open up another one to kind of show that. But, yeah, so these are the uncommons. And you can see all the uncommons are red or green. So they're terrain or dragons. Most of the other cards that are not rare are going to be purple, which are Dragon Slayers or actions, or yellow, which are treasure. And there's a small chance we could probably get a dragon here. This is probably the Wyvern. It's the Wyvern, because the Wyvern is common. And so you can have a... Oh, we also have the Weaver. But yeah, I'm just smelling it, man. I just get to smelling it. So anyway, the reason I was like, Ravens. So Ravens, battle action, strength modifier +2, but they can only be used by flying dragons. In the box that was tampered with, they replaced all the rares. They still gave me rares, which is kind of funny. But they replaced all the rares with Raven. I have so many Ravens. I have like 40-something Ravens because of, maybe more than that, like 50. Because the box was like 36 packs, 36 Ravens, and then plus all the other Ravens I opened. I have a lot of Ravens. So that's why I'm like, oh god, the Ravens. And then Help from Beyond's pretty cool card. I think it lets you help. Says both players add top card from the Dragon Lair draw pile to the battle. Dragons must be paid for, and their strength added if terrain affects opponent's dragon. Terrain owner gets any gold on terrain card. All cards drawn are discarded after battle. You get like the top card. It's kind of cool. We have Sir Lancelot, not from Arthurian Legends. Dragon Slayer. Kills any dragon of 3 or less strength. You have a Gold Thief. Marina. I think she's on the box art. Yeah, she's on the box there. Cadmus Village, St. George, Princess Libya. So this game, as you can see, it's very old. Like I said, 1995. I absolutely love the Wyvern card backs. They're so good. Like, look at this. Oh, look at this thing. I keep saying that, but man, brings me joy. The art in this game rides a fine line between charming and janky, and I genuinely really love it. It just has a very, very unique feel to it. It just feels old. Like, every part of it just feels ancient. And so, like, when you're opening it up and it's already like 20, 30 years old or whatever, and then it has like this old art. I don't know, just even those from 1995, it just has this feel to it. It's one of the reasons why I really loved collecting this game. Sword? It's just Sword. All the art for the first like actual set and then the first expansion, Phoenix, all have art from the same artist. And then in Chameleon, they have another artist. Which Chameleon cards look great. It'd be interesting to see what would have happened with Wyvern if it hadn't like died out. But yeah, and then we also have the little, how to play booklet, which is amazing. I love these old booklets. These are great. Yeah, so there's that. Let me go ahead and just put this back like it was. And we'll open up like a couple more. I'm curious to see what rares we get. There's actually 2 or 3 rares from this that I would actually like to have for my collection. I have copies of them already, but they are Kingdom versions, and I'd love to have a limited version of them instead. The cards are City in the Clouds and Jormungandr, I think. Those are the 2 that I'm looking for, or that I could use. Like I said, technically I already have, functionally, relevant versions of those, but they're from Kingdom, and I'd rather have the limited version. All right, another pack. I kind of want to, so one thing that I've been brainstorming, and I mentioned this in the Rogues Gallery community Discord, but I wonder if anyone would be interested in watching or listening to a dead TCG podcast where we just talk about old, dead card games. Maybe get some guests on, if we can find people who like worked on the games or anything like that, would be really cool. But yeah, that's something that I've been kind of thinking about. I don't know if anyone would be interested or anyone would even care or watch it. This video that I'm doing right now is a video that I literally talk about a bunch of different card games, and because of that, I feel like it's going to get way less views than normal. So, it is what it is with YouTube, but ooh, Packlejack. I like the art in this one. So yeah, let me know if you're watching this far and you'd be interested in a dead CCG podcast. Yeah, let us know. I have one co-host in mind. I would also need a co-host who is as passionate about TCGs as I am, which is quite rare, really hard to find. Panlung, and also is eloquent and can speak properly. Not saying that I can, but that can at least speak as well as I can. But yeah, okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, Whirlpool is a really good card. And then we got Archers. Okay. Whirlpool is nuts. So Whirlpool is a Pot of Greed, Ancestral Recall, Bill, those kind of cards. So Whirlpool costs 1 gold, draw 2 cards from your treasure hoard pile. That's it. You just draw 2. It's a 1 cost, draw 2. Extremely good card. If Wyvern was a game that lasted into the modern era, this would be probably one of the most valuable cards in the game, unless they reprinted it a bunch. This is an insane card. In fact, I think this card got nerfed. You know what? Maybe I will. After we're done checking this out, maybe I'll open up my binder and show you. Earthquake, Battle Chaos, Swamp, Wyvern. Well, Wyvern's common, but it's an okay card. It's just a 4th strength flying dragon. It's pretty good. I use Wyverns. I have so many of these. I use Wyverns as bookmarks for various manga and books and stuff that I read. Beowulf, because it's just a super classic looking card. Look at that, man. It's great. I think we'll open up one more of these, but I do want to show you the binder. So we'll open up one more of these, and then we'll do the binder. Hercules. There's some pretty good Dragon Slayers that are just They cost a lot of gold, but they're just like, yeah, kill anything. Thor kills any subterranean dragon. Look at Thor, dude. He looks... Hold on. Look at him. He looks like a dude from a 70s metal band. Great. Absolutely great. Sacrifice. Lightning. It's called Sacrifice, not Sacrifice. Golden apples. Yeah, we'll open up one more here. But yeah, Whirlpool. Great. I should, if it has, if Whirlpool has a functionally different version, I should have both of them in the binder. Like I said, I think I own every single functionally different card in the game. For cards that don't have any functional different counterparts, I try to put the oldest version in the binder. And I had to cycle the camera hit there. All right, let's open up one more of these. I'm gonna keep a lot of these other these sealed. Another thing that I thought about doing that I think would be really fun, and if someone else did this, I would totally watch it. But I don't know if anyone would watch it, just because it's so niche and appeals to like me and like a few other people, because it's not like a super popular modern card game like Magic or whatever, or Pokemon or whatever. Even for Pokemon, this idea I don't think would be that great, because I don't know who would watch it. Pokemon people care about like opening packs and collecting and stuff. But I thought it'd be really fun to potentially do like a sealed deck gameplay video with like, I don't know, like a content creator friend or something, and have both of us open up a sealed deck of Wyvern and then play. That sounds really, really fun to me. So, I don't know. Let me know if you think that would also be fun. Podcast, Dead Card Game podcast, or like sealed product gameplay of like old dead card games like Wyvern, because I actually have them. I could give one of these to someone, or something else. There's some other card games that I've kind of got my eye on, and I do have some sealed product for already. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's the haps. Like I have sealed product for like starter decks for Dragonborn is one of my favorite games, but I also have them for like well, I'll say Middle Earth, which is true, but the Middle Earth I have, I think, is in French. Like, the starter decks are in French. But no. What I'm thinking of is... Why can't I think of it now? It's Tomb Raider. I have Tomb Raider. I have Dragonborn, Wyvern. What else? I don't know. Some other stuff. Other ideas that I've had include deck in a box. So you open up a deck and build a box. This is not the one that I was missing about. This is Mansion in the Sky. It's like Castle in the Clouds or something like that. Similar name, but not that one. Because the one I'm missing is a rare. Leviathan, Clouds. It's just some clouds, bro. Azidahaka, a really cool looking one. Snowdrifts, Kyolung, Kakutan. Okay, let's see. Oh, they're both purple cards. We have Pitch. I don't think I need any Pitch. I got a lot of Pitch. And then Hawks. Oh no, no Ravens can be used. No, these packs, all these were bad. These were bad. Maybe we'll open up one more. Yeah, we'll flip through these really quickly. I think I want to open up one more just to see. Like I said, this video is for me as much as it is for you. So I think I want to open up one more and see if we can get something a little bit better. Hawks is not a great one. It means that your opponent can't use Ravens. I think I have a lot of Hawks as well. I've had a lot of Hawks and a lot of Ravens. And then Pitch is like, it's like fine, but not exciting. It's not a rare dragon, and it's not like a rare treasure card. Those are the most exciting ones, to me, are the rare dragons and treasure cards. All right, open up one more. Grab one more. Just cause I feel like it. Just cause I feel like it. Hey man, there's a bunch in here. I got a lot of these. And like I said, I've opened up just so many Wyvern before. I don't think this has been tampered with at all, by the way. This all feels genuine, and it's really hard to reseal starter decks without it being super obvious, because they'd have to try to reseal at the top or the bottom, or just use their own shrink wrap thing, which most people don't have their own shrink wrap kind of deal. And like, once again, why would you reseal Wyvern? All right. Yeah, these all feel like super legit. Like, you have to shrink wrap this, you have to shrink wrap this, but the booster packs are a whole other story. It's a bit easier to do that All right. Let us see. Hopefully we'll get some cool rares, and then we'll cap it up by showing you the binder, the Wyvern binder, the 99% complete Wyvern binder. I was gonna do a joke thing where I pulled out the sorcery binder, but it was really the Wyvern binder, and I was pretending it to be sorcery, but I decided against it. There's a lot of things like that that I decide against. Here's a griffin. Here's just a fish, Loki. Loki's a fish. Forest fire. Giant. Only you can. Strength 5 is like quite big. Strength 3 flyer. Tiamat. I like how it's just uncommon. Strength 3 flyer. Strictly worse, kind of, than the Wyvern, which is a Strength 4 flyer. But once again, you can only have one of each dragon in your deck. So there's reasons to run some of the ones that are worse. Ooh, Celestial. Strength 5 flyer. This one's like not bad. But the dragons that are really cool are the colored dragons. There's like they have names that are like blue, black. Those are the sweet cards. The sweet dragons. We have Kakutan. Okay, so now we got a treasure at least. We got Magic Shield. I remember seeing this card in binders at card stores when I was a kid, like looking through Magic. I'd see stuff like this. A dragon in this row gains +1 strength when defending for each gold piece paid, so you can pay extra gold pieces to win. Interesting. And then Apollo. Draw 2 cards from your treasure hoard pile, or draw 2 cards from your treasure hoard draw pile. Apollo, how is he different than the other, than Whirlpool? Draw 2 cards from your treasure or draw pile. Yeah. I don't know. We'll look it up. we'll look at it. These are good cards. So yeah, these rares, pretty good rares. Pretty good rares. We have Zeus. We're just gonna flip through these. You're gonna probably see a lot of the same commons. It's pretty easy to get a full set of the commons, just because you get so many. It's kind of a bummer they only get 2 rares in these, by the way, because if I remember right, in old Magic starter decks similar to these, you would get 3 rares. It basically was like 3 booster packs like smushed together. That's what this is too. It's basically like some booster packs smushed together, but you only get 2 rares instead of getting like 3 rares. So buying the starter decks, it's like not too bad to try to fill out your collection because you get 2 rares per deck, right? And then we have 12 decks, so you get 24 rares. But a booster box of Wyvern is 36 packs, so you get significantly less in terms of just like rares. But you do get the little decks and the how to play things, and they're just really fun to do. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna get up and do this in real time. Walk on over to my binder area. Toss it over here. The Wyvern binder is pretty big. It's one of the dragon scale binders from... Oh, is it? I don't remember. It's not Dragon Shield, which is funny because they should do something like this, but it's like green dragon scale. Like, it's so fitting for a Wyvern collection. So yeah, this is my Wyvern binder. One of my favorite things that I've kind of like, compiled over the last like 10 years or so. So yeah. Oh, it's Legion. It's Legion. So it barely fits. It's the 4-pocket binder, or 4-row binder. And so yeah, unlike Sorcery, Wyvern actually has collector numbers on the bottom here. So I have everything in collector order from 1 across. This one is the Jormungandr that I said that'd be really cool to get the limited version for. You can tell it's Kingdom because of this symbol right here. You can tell other versions of cards by, so like this one is a Wyvern from Premier, because it does not have a dot down here. Now, if we found a card that has a dot, in fact, let's go find Whirlpool, because I should have multiple copies of that Whirlpool. Here's Whirlpool. Yep. So, here's Whirlpool. And then, it's really hard to see because of the purple. Trust me, there's a dot right there. So, here's Whirlpool. And so, this first one is from Premier Limited Edition. And then the second one is from Limited Edition, and you can tell because of the dot, but also this card got functionally changed. As you can see, this one has no gold, this one has a cost of 1 gold. So we have this Premier Whirlpool, which literally is just a bill or whatever, pot of greed. You just play it and you draw 2 cards. Doesn't cost anything. Crazy, crazy card. And then they functionally errated it to cost 1 gold. Now what's interesting about Wyvern, if you ever care about playing, which none of you watching do, but if you ever did, you can play with the old version and it still has the old effect, right? You play the card as printed, which is absolutely insane, but it's one of those 90s card game things that's super cool. So you could play this Whirlpool and have it cost nothing because it doesn't you're playing with the old version of it. Wild. But yeah, there's some other cards like this as well that got like functionally changed. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if they did have differences, I added them in. I know there's a dragon. Let's see if I can find the right one. There is a dragon that also got nerfed as well. That got functionally changed. I feel like it's one of the ones on the front, but I don't remember off. Maybe it's this one right here. Nope. Oh yeah, here we go. This one. I knew there was one. Mogre. This one costs 1, and they nerfed it to make it cost 2. And here's a better example of the dot. So there's no dot on this version, and down here you can see the dot. So no dot for Premier, dot for regular limited. So, and then the Kingdom would have the symbol on it. And they're basically the same cards, other than, you know, some cards got nerfed or whatever. So I do have all the copies of cards that got functionally altered in Wyvern. So when I was opening up those decks, I was hoping to get a limited version of Jormungandr, because I just don't have one. And I like to use the oldest versions if they didn't change their effect. If they change their effect, I'd like to have both of them. And then the other one, let's find it. It's the Castle. It's a yellow card. Did this one get nerfed too? Or no, did it stay? This card is crazy. It says a player of your choice misses their next turn. You basically take an extra turn. Or you can just screw one person over in particular if you're playing multiplayer, which is kind of funny. Like, you know, screw you in particular. Here's another one. Magnetic Field. Got nerfed. 1 cost into 2 cost. This is like a counter spell? Yeah. Cancels the play of any action card. And then does some other stuff. Yeah. Cool stuff here. Cool to me at least. Hey, I like this. I like this. Oh, and also I don't have the special ultra rare cards that were like insanely hard to get. Just have the Wyvern Shadow. By the way, all the cards up to the Wyvern Shadow, all the cards up to here are found in Premier Limited, and then everything after that is also found in Limited. I should just say found in Limited. So in Limited Edition, you can find all the cards. In Premier, you can only find them up to the Wyvern Shadow. So all of these here, with the exception of this, should be Premier. I think I have Premier versions of all of them. Because like I said, I was just hoovering up all of the Wyvern stuff because it was so cheap, and I just really adored this game. So it was easy to do. Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is the one that I would want. City in the Sky. Yeah, this one also is the only version I have is from Kingdom. So this is the other card. Jormungandr and City in the Sky are the cards that I would like to get from Limited that I don't have. All the rest here. And then we have, just to cap off the video, just to show you. So here's Phoenix. This is the second set. Phoenix was its own standalone set, and you could also get Phoenix cards in Wyvern Kingdom starter decks as reprints. I don't have any of those. And once again, I just care about functionally different cards, so I actually don't really care about getting those. So yeah, all of this was Limited and Premier Limited. And then we have some of the little rule booklets, including a like multiple versions. So this is the revised edition, and this is the Premier. And then some little Phoenix rules cards. And yeah, I have a full 100% set of Phoenix, including the 4 rare chase cards, which are the Phoenix itself, Panther, Pathfinder up here, and then I think the other one is Trojan Horse. Where is it? It's somewhere. Ah, here we go. Trojan Horse. You can't see it. It's off right there. Trojan Horse. There we go. Those are the 4 like rares. Technically, there were no rares in the set. It was just commons and uncommons. But there's different rarities of uncommons that appear less often on the print sheet. And those ones are the rares. Because like those 4 cards are the ones that appear super infrequently on the sheet. And then finally, the piece de resistance is my Wyvern Chameleon set. Oh, this one's a beauty. This was extremely hard to actually get a full set for this. And I do have a full set with the exceptions of number 1. I don't have card number 1, and I don't have card number 70. And they are some of the rare cards, unfortunately. Similar to the previous set, similar to Chameleon. Here we go. There's number 70. Don't have. I do have the other 2 rares, which are Sorcerer, and then I think it's Ring of Power. In fact, I have multiples of Ring of Power. But yeah, these are the other super hard to get ones. I wonder if they'll let me play this if I use it in Sorcery Contested Realm. But yeah, as you can see, the art in this one is like done by like a different artist. And yeah, you know what? That's gonna do that for this video. I just want to thank you all so much for watching and hanging out today, and for just watching the videos, supporting the channel, all of that good stuff. It really means a lot to me. And like I said, TCGs are like I just knocked the camera. TCGs are like my favorite thing. Oh, I had that zoomed in. I could have like unzoomed it. Oh, it looks so much better unzoomed. What was I doing? What was I doing? I'm gonna chalk this up to still just being sick, man. Oh yeah, I could have fit it much better in. Oh well. Well, thank you all. Thank you all for watching again. I genuinely appreciate it. If you're the one person on the planet who has a copy of Wyvern Chameleon number 70 and Wyvern Chameleon number 1, that would be cool if you would like message me. You could work out a trade or something. I don't know. But in any case, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here and hanging out with me, talking card games, old card games that from 1995, as well as some new stuff. Like, hey, look, here's some Gundam, which is like one of my current favorite games. There's some cool Gundam. Look at this cool Gundam stuff. Yeah, just thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and that's gonna be that for the video. Thanks again, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're here at the very end. Let me know what you love about card games. If you're like the one person here at the end, hello. All right, that's it. Thank you again. See you later, everyone.